Toward Zero Deaths, or TZD, is Minnesota's effort to reduce traffic fatalities through education, enforcement, emergency medical and trauma services, and engineering. And it's making a difference. Since TZD started in 2003, the number of traffic deaths has dropped by over 40%. TZD is saving lives, and it will take everyone to reach the ultimate goal of zero. One key step to reaching that goal is educating the public about safely navigating work zones. What is a work zone? Simply put, it is an area where any type of work is being done on or near a roadway. And it doesn't necessarily involve an official warning sign. It could be a roadside emergency, a law enforcement officer talking with the driver, or a crash scene. Motorists need to be alert in work zones because most of all crashes within work zones are those of motorists, not workers, and many crashes result in life-changing injuries. Work zones easily create unexpected situations. Drivers need to anticipate the unusual and drive accordingly. Most deaths that happen within roadway work zones are the deaths of motorists traveling through the work zone and not the workers. The information that follows in this video could save your life. The Department of Transportation has 3 ways for you to get informed on road conditions. Number 1, call 511 or check the 511 MN app on your mobile device. Number 2, visit the website 511mn.org. Or number 3, search for MnDOT on Twitter. You can also like our Facebook page at facebook.com/MnDOT.
Okay, honey, it's time for us to go.
Work zone safety, it could make a life or death difference. One particular work zone that deserves special attention is the work zone on the move, known as a snowplow. This presentation is meant to help you handle the winter driving season safely. Think of it as a seasonal maintenance for your vehicle's most important adjustable part, the driver. We will talk about 3 key messages. Don't crowd the plow, stay out of the cloud, and stay back, stay alive. Let's start with a few words from an actual MnDOT snowplow driver, Kurt.
The accident was about 4 years ago. I had the plow down, the wing down, the underbody. I think he was trying to pass and he just got caught in the heavy wet snow and he spun out and run into the back of my snowplow truck on the right side and kind of went under the sander and up against the wheel well on the other side, and he ended up in the left median and he had caught on fire. If he had stayed back and just been patient, that more than likely wouldn't have happened.
Often on the way to begin their regular routes, several plow drivers team up and plow some of the busier or multi-lane roads in the area. This team approach is called tandem plowing, and it's a very effective and efficient means of addressing snow and ice. When 2 or more trucks plow in tandem, it can often treat an entire segment of roadway in a single pass. Each truck has a plow on the front and a wing on the side that swings out roughly 4 to 10 feet as snow is moved off to the side of the road. Many snowplows feature wings on the right side, while others have the wing on the left side. This can be confusing to motorists. Crash statistics illustrate the result of what happens when drivers try to pass the plow and end up hitting the wing. Remember that the wing is usually positioned on the same side of the truck as the direction the snow is being thrown. But take note that wind and snowplows themselves can make it difficult to determine where the wing is located. You may not know on which side the wing is located, and you can't see whether the road is clear ahead of the plow. Snowplows are extremely large vehicles. They feature flashing lights and often create what's known as a snow cloud. During tandem plowing, snow clouds can actually hide the plows at the front of the pack. Driving into a snow cloud can easily result in a very hazardous situation for both you and the snowplow driver. Don't crowd the plow, stay out of the cloud. Can you tell what's behind this snow cloud? Quick, you don't have that much time to respond. It's a 3-vehicle crash with the occupants assessing the damage outside of their vehicles. Let's look at that again in slow motion. What if the crash had been only mere feet closer to your lane? Would you have had time to stop? Or would you have been vehicle number 4? During the brief period of time filming this particular section of freeway, we saw several crashes, and many appeared to have been caused by motorists driving into a snow cloud and finding themselves involved in the crash. Following a snowplow can be risky business. Snowplows may have to make unexpected moves to avoid mailboxes, stalled vehicles, or other obstacles in the roadway. On a yearly average, 35 MnDOT snowplows are rear-ended in collisions. As a good rule of thumb, leave 8 seconds of space between you and the plow, especially when the roadway is slippery. Entrance and exit ramps and bridges and overpasses are particularly dangerous areas where black ice can form and take away your traction in an instant. Snowplows are extremely large vehicles that weigh more than 20,000 pounds, a full 10 tons, empty. A fully loaded snowplow outweighs a passenger car by 17 to 1. So, in a car versus snowplow collision, it's the car and its occupants that suffer the greatest damage. Snow ridges are common where entrance ramps and exit ramps join the freeway. Snow ridges form as plows push snow off the freeway. They also can be formed when plows move off a roadway center line to provide room for other traffic. Snow ridges can cause you to lose control of your vehicle, and they're particularly hazardous when they occur in icy areas. Outside the Twin Cities metro area, we find a road grader cleaning up the shoulders and turn lanes. Graders move much more slowly than snowplows or other traffic. Watch out for them as well, and again, don't follow too closely. Road graders have a blind area extending behind the grader itself that's large enough to hide a car. Imagine what would happen if the grader backs up with you in the blind spot. Once the storms have moved on and the roadways become clearer and drier, it's time for crews to finish the job and get to what's called cleanup work. Even when the main roadway itself is clear, you still see many plows and other equipment and need to reduce your speed. In these cases, crews could be finalizing work on turn lanes, shoulders, ramps, and piled up snow with dump trucks and oversized snow blowers. Remember, the biggest loser in a collision with a snowplow is you, not the plow. If you are in a crash, stay in your car if at all possible. Getting outside your vehicle puts you at risk of being struck by the next car coming along. Let's return to plow driver Kurt for some final words of wisdom.
If you don't have to, don't be out there in some of them blizzard conditions, especially, you know. I mean, it's different if it's a light snow, you know, and that we're able to maintain keeping the snow off, but if it's one of them big, heavy storms, stay home.
Dale, if you want to start heading that way, and we're going to clean our windshields off quick, we'll meet up with you at Sun 61 out quick. Everybody in the